All right, fans, get ready for a new era of baseball. You are going to see the pitch timer for the first time in your life in a major league game, and it is going to feel like a whole different ball game. We are underway.
It's Tim, but yeah, you're going to have to pay a little closer attention a little more often to these ball games.
So a 5-pitch walk to start things off from Brandon Bielak to Luis Guillorme. And that's how spring training.
Some interesting scenarios unfold, but hopefully there is a lot of explanation being able to be done.
Mauricio Dubon flips to second. LaCastro, one of the fastest runners in the major leagues. Second.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see, and there he goes.
First pitch, he is on his way, and LaCastro in there easily. So I guess Buck does want to test the waters early. LaCastro a head-first slide.
But there's going to be a lot more opportunity and chances taken.
Brett Beatty, their top prospect, hits one to deep center field, all the way back. Adolph, that's gone. Brett Beatty from Austin, Texas, who was a first-round pick in 2019, trying to make this team, and he just smoked one to center field. And it's 2-0 Mets.
It's a big swing to start spring for Beatty, and there's actually some rumors out there that he might have an outside chance if he plays well enough to be their opening day third baseman and help that team in the National League East. But a big swing to get things started.
Yeah, that is impressive to see the power from the young 23-year-old. Number 2 prospect for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. They're 3 years old, just like Beatty. To side as a 17-year-old, hits the ball sharply, but the shortstop Mauricio Dubon picks it cleanly. No catcher to start the season, you would think. And there goes the bat, and that finishes the inning. So Brandon Bielak finishes it off with a strikeout, but a 2-run home run by Brett Beatty has the Mets in front, 2-0. Lai Madris will be the right fielder. Madris will be in right field and bat 5th. Corey Julks, the UH product, hit 6th. David Hensley, Ross Adolph.
Innings, giving up 8 hits. Only had 3 strikeouts in those 7 2/3.
Bannon hits one into right field. Wind blowing in slightly from right today. And there to make the play is DJ Stewart. Offensive year. It seemed like he was very comfortable on this team and in the clubhouse, but didn't put up his best offensive season, but played very solid defense around the field for Dusty Baker. He swings to the first pitch and grounds out. Blummer, you're a guy that played on both teams. This guy was a legend in that White Sox community and White Sox lineup for years.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about what he has done on the field, the statistics he's put up, but it's everything that I've heard off the field, the work behind the scenes, and that was one of the big themes in talking to some of the people that I know back in Chicago, is that the work ethic that this guy has is unrivaled. So he will fit in nicely. I know a lot of people, with Yuli not being here, it's going to be a little bit different, but at the same time, if you look at the numbers overall for a team aspect and team offense, Jose Abreu makes this offense that much better. You go from, what, about a 28 WAR to a 33 WAR? And that's a big jump for one guy just being added to this lineup. And he's an RBI producer. His runners in scoring position numbers, I looked up, career-wise, 300 both with runners in scoring position less than 2 and with 2 outs.
RBI machine, batting with the bases empty. Never left the batter's box that entire at-bat.
Runner can see the pitch clock and maybe anticipate when that pitcher's going to home. You can kind of jump the clock a little bit, so to speak. Bielak with the strikeout there.
Cowboys. Aruz with a foul tip caught by Corey Lee. That's 3 consecutive strikeouts for Brandon Bielak, getting the final out of the first and the first 2 outs of the second.
Was a key to their success was a lot of the health in that rotation.
He did not make a start for the first time in his 3-year Astro career at the big league level, and a very strong second inning. Bielak with that backup spot behind Maldonado.
Yeah, the Astros weren't passive in the offseason. I just think that they felt like they had a couple of guys in Yainer Diaz and Corey Lee that they could really go to and learn from Martin Maldonado towards shortstop in this pull shift.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Madris goes down on strike. Second strikeout for Denyi Reyes. One of only 2 minor leaguers in all of baseball with 30 home runs or 20 and 20 steals as he hits this one to right field. Good couple of innings for Denyi Reyes.
this catching position, there's an opportunity for one of these guys to break through. Tell us a little bit about what you see from both these players.
Well, both of them, they swing a good bat.
These guys, as they get ready for the WBC differently, do you try and get them more reps early than the non-WBC guys?
Oh, good pitch. Yeah, good call. Yeah, you do try to get them ready earlier. We didn't sustain too many injuries, especially long-lasting injuries. Good pitch.
How about that inning, Dusty?
Oh, yeah, I like that inning. Come on, Blanco.
Being ready, he would have been called for a strike. Now ground ball to third. Brett Beatty has to go off his glove. They have taken a little bit of a high hop on him, but either way, Hensley reaches. That's the Astros' first base runner of the game.
Yeah.
Backing hitters and getting in that game mode.
We just talked about the clock, the timer. I know you've had experience with it. I know you weren't quick as well, so not really. But advantage pitcher, you think? What are your thoughts?
Everything to the postseason, to the wedding. It was an absolute amazing month and best month of my life. So
that's right. You got married right after.
It was same, like 5 days after.
And within the week.
A little ground ball slowly hit Marty Costas, and his first at bat is going to reach. Slipping and falling is Luis Guillorme. The second time he flied out to right his first time up. There goes the runner, and the pitch is outside. The throw is also late. That's 2 steals for the Astros in this inning, and already 3 stolen bases in this game. Marty Costas last year stealing a base. Costas with 10 steals last year stealing a base. And now a ball right back to Ottavino, and they have Hensley hung up. Hensley's going to try and stay in the rundown and see if Costas can move to third. He can't. Hensley out of the baseline. So the fielder's choice wipes out the runner at third. The Astros will have runners on first and second in the top half of the 4th inning.
That'll be fun.
Dana Brown will be on the headsets as Dubon fouls one. Or actually grounds one to short. He slipped coming out of the batter's box. So that'll be an easy ground out. Dubon never got out of the batter's box.
I don't know, but you at the end of the day, you always love to have some depth with your starters, and I think our bullpen is really good right now. So, that's where we have depth.
Relatively new here.
Yeah, it's so funny though. We have an analytics staff that what they do is there's a meeting room right behind my GM office in there. He's got to go to the plate.
Austin Davis cannot step off anymore. He has to go to the plate. So you've got the pitch timer to worry about. You've got the plate appearance to worry about. Now the plate appearance is over with Narvaez.
How aggressive or not aggressive are you going to be in those shift positions? And how do you adjust to not being able to be on that full pull side?
Yeah, I think the guys just have to understand that, the days of running polls are coming back.
And on cue, the Astros get out of a bases loaded situation by turning a double play to end the inning.
4, 5, and 6.
Is there any concern the last couple of years? Maybe the power numbers haven't been what Jose Abreu wants them to be, but is there any concern about the power?
No, the thing is he didn't have to get it all the way out of there. He's so strong, and I kind of listen because I haven't really had much time to see them over the past few years, and so it's going to be interesting.
Beatty, a long throw and a nice pick at first by Mark Vientos as Corey Lee grounds one down the line.
For all of these players, by the end of spring training, I have my scouting eye on, and I have my ears to listen as we can get. But it is tough. You have to encourage them to stay with it, and your opportunity is going to come.
Long run, DJ Stewart. He is going to get there. The right fielder puts it away. Dana, thank you so much for the time.
It can be. You're right.
It just hasn't translated to the big league level for whatever reason. Now ground ball towards the hole. We get to see Bannon show off his range. Rylan Bannon coming over to the Astros after playing last year with the Orioles and one game with the Atlanta Braves. So
much harder.
Swing and a miss. Getting Ramirez on strike. Second time Alex has gone down swinging.
Second base, and there you see the shortstop in the outfield. Got to keep all those feet on the dirt. That's another part of the rules. Stay on your side and have those feet on the dirt.
Fly ball to left. Easy play for Corey Julks, and a good inning for Anole Paredes. A one.
With that big frame. See if he goes to that split here, 3-2.
Pretty good pitch. Fired the fastball in there. Hensley thought it might have been off the plate, but he is called out on strikes.
pitchers, if you've pitched in it, you're accustomed to it. But if you're some of these veteran pitchers who have never pitched with this clock, is it going to change the rhythm of their game a little bit, and may fatigue set in a little bit quicker than maybe normally if they're not prepared to pitch as quickly? That'll be the new 3-hour, 15-minute game. It'll be the 2:30.
Well, it shaved 25 minutes off the minor leagues. That one got under the glove of Vientos. Marty Costas is 2 for 2. Going first to third is Ross Adolph, and the Astros have runners on the corners with one away. Coaching staff will be leaving the team in the middle of spring training. Runner on the go, and he is going to be safe, but a swing and a miss by Kessinger is a strikeout. So Costa steals his second bag of the game, and the Astros will have second and third with 2 outs. Just turned 31 a couple of days ago. Upstairs, 3-2. Yeah, the crazy thing about WBC is they'll be playing, actually, that's ball 4. How about J.J. Matijevic batting with the bases loaded? J.J. going after the first pitch, lofting it to left field. LeCastro back. The wind is blowing it in that direction, and LeCastro puts it away. Matijevic flies out defensively for the Astros, and I mean everybody.
My favorite part of spring.
Is it really?
No.
So you see me scrambling. The new third baseman is Will Wagner. That name might sound familiar. Will Wagner,
nice.
The son of Billy Wagner, gets a little tough play there to challenge him on his first ever spring training play.
They're looking good over there at third base. He's got a little pop in that bat, too.
This ball hit in the hole between first and second. Brett Beatty on base for the third consecutive time. He has been most of the offense for the Mets today. 2-run home run, a walk, and now a single. Percentage had a .712 slug in the Arizona Fall League. There's a ball sharply hit. The 2 young prospects back-to-back, Beatty and Vientos, with singles through the infield. Mark Vientos now 1 for 3 with a single into center field. It's his corner to first base. So you can never line up right up the middle. There's a tailor-made double play ball to shortstop. Machado off-balance throw, and he makes the play. Dixon Machado just in the game, turns a double play on Omar Narvaez to end the inning. Justin Courtney is the new pitcher for the Mets. Wearing number 30 as Diaz lines one into center field. That'll be out number 1. And it feels like it's a pretty even battle to start.
It really does. I mean, you can't really say that one thing is that much drastically better for one other guy.
Justin Dearden deep to left center and gone. Justin Dearden hits one out to left center field. Great minor league year last year. His first career invitation to Major League Spring Training Camp, and his first Major League Spring Training at bat is an opposite field home run.
Great swing, smart swing. We talked about that wind blowing from right to left, and he gets it up there, powers it through that jet stream, and gets it out of here to get the Astros on the board for the first time here in 2023.
That's not a bad way to close out a season.
Gosh.
Joe takes a look at a fastball for a strike there on a 3-2 pitch. So Justin Courtney picks up a strikeout.
Check out that swing from Justin Dearden. Keeping that front shoulder closed, getting a fastball up and away, driving through it. Good lag with that barrel through the zone. And what a feeling for the young man to be here in his first spring training at bat and going into launch mode up on the berm.
CU spent 45 games in Asheville and 72 games in Corpus last year. That ball sent it to left center field. How about Will Wagner making a fine defensive play, and now in his first spring training at bat, picking up a base hit in the left center. 3-2 the count to Corona. And a swing and a miss. Courtney picks up a couple of strikeouts in the inning, but the Astros get on the board on the Justin Dearden home run. It's now a 2-1 game after 6. This ball sent in the air to left field, playable for Joe Perez. Perez didn't play a lot of outfield last year or most of his minor league career. Aruz with a line drive, kind of knuckled and staying with it. Great Kessinger, grandson of a slick fielding shortstop, made that play at second. That ball was moving towards the middle of the diamond on him.
That's when you go back and tell everybody my athleticism almost overran that ball.
That ball just eludes Dixon Machado. So on the first pitch of the day that William Lugo sees, he has a pinch single off the glove of the Astros shortstop. Times this spring. 3 here and 3 at Clover Park in Port St. Lucie. This ball popped up. Shading his eyes is Kessinger, and he puts it away for the final out of the inning. So, played collegiately University of Nebraska. That ball hit pretty high and pretty deep to center field. Schreiber got into it, but all the way back in the wall, and Ramirez couldn't make the play. It looked like he got there in time and couldn't quite get the glove on it as Schreiber ends up on second base with a pinch hit double. That one's popped up foul.
I got it.
Giving it a look near the screen and running out of room, and all the beers just got knocked out of the fender's case. There is about a half dozen beers he is picking up in the first row, and look how honest the fans are. Nobody's going after the loose.
I was going to say, they charged after the baseball. I would have been grabbing something else. Don't kid yourself, TK. I'll grab 2.
Let's get another look. He tries to catch it in the fender. And oh, the humanity.
Yard sale.
Nice box out job.
Yeah, she did a good job. Got that baseball.
That ball hit pretty well off the bat of Kessinger. That ball is off the wall. That's going to score a run. We're all tied up. Kessinger to second. Safe with a double. In to score Schreiber. It's 2-2.
Kessinger comes through with this one. Back-to-back doubles to start this 7th inning for the Astros. Lead to that tying run. Pretty good swing on a pitch down. It looked like Kessinger really had to get on his legs to go down and get this one. Barrels it and launches it. Good line drive off that left field wall. Schreiber scoring easily.
2. And there's a called third strike. So Zach Muckenhirn comes back to pick up a strikeout to keep the Brewers to end his career. Matijevic facing the lefty goes down on strike. So Muckenhirn, who allowed a couple of doubles to start the inning, now bounces back with a couple of strikeouts. Ground ball towards short, played there by the new shortstop for the Mets. His throw is wide, and that is going to score the go-ahead run. Kevin Kendall, the new shortstop, on his first play of the game, taking over for Luis Guillorme, throws the ball wide, and the Astros now lead 3-2.
Allowing that run to score for the Houston Astros. You'll see. Gunnar hits it hard, but a nice, relatively easy 2-hop, a couple of shuffles. An error on the throw.
Astros have not led in this game until that 2-out error. Dearden loops one into left. Could be trouble. Drops in for a hit. That'll be an RBI. In to score Yainer Diaz. Justin Dearden with 2 RBIs, and the Astros now lead 4-2 as he drops in a double to left.
Doing a good job of staying inside the baseball. His home run went to the opposite field also. This one gets jammed a little bit and kind of forces it the other way. Did a good job of getting heavy and staying out of the grasp with the left fielder who came charging in, and that ball just kind of bit as he went flying by.
Those prospects right behind Forrest Whitley. So Perez, number 9 on that list, pops one up here on a 1-1 pitch, and glove there by the new Mets catcher for the final out of the inning. At Middle Tennessee State, and pitching has carried him all the way to his first spring training invite. How about that pick? Will Wagner, have yourself a debut as an Astros spring training invitee. 2 fine defensive plays and a base hit for Billy Wagner's son Will. Ground ball weakly hit to short. Dixon Machado is there, and Machado makes the play for the second out. So here as well, cheering on Kevin Kendall, who's at the plate. So some fans on both sides. Kendall pops one into shallow left. Out goes Machado. In comes Perez. He gives way to Machado. And a 1-2-3 inning for the local kid, Devin Kahn, from
in this New York Mets organization. You see made the rounds in the minor leagues last season with a 1.75 ERA.
Will Wagner bids for a hit, and he has his second hit of the game. Wagner going for 3. No, he puts the brakes on. Will Wagner, a double to go along with a single and 2 fine defensive plays. Wagner and Dearden continue to be the stars of this one. 2 for 2 at the plate. Here's Kennedy Corona, the young outfielder, getting his second at bat. That ball to the backstop will send Wagner over to third. So the Astros, who have done all their damage offensively here in the last couple of innings, threatening for more. They scored 1 to 6. You look at Corona here, who struck out his first time up and called strike on a good pitch on the inside corner. Started that pitch at the young outfielder and broke over for a called third for the first out.
Have adapted well, playing this game within the constraints that are in front of them.
Schreiber didn't like the call, thought that pitch was off as well, called out on strikes. Hartwig has 6 runs combined and 3 errors all on the Mets side. That'll be a walk issued by Hartwig, Grant Hartwig. When the Astros had 3 steals and Tim LeCastro had 1 for the Mets. I think the running game might be more in play this year than we've seen in a long time in the major leagues, as Consuegra makes the play for the final out of the inning. A hit, a walk, 2 men left. We head to the 9th. 4-2 Astros. Mark Viento's spot. And just off the plate for an initial walk here in the 9th inning.
But letting go of DeGrom, signing Justin Verlander, a couple other key pieces that they extended on that roster have given Buck Showalter a great half-hour
pregame show beginning at 11:30. Then we'll do it all again on Monday against the Miami Marlins. Again, same game time. Down goes the lefty Wyatt Young. Anthony Brown with back-to-back strikeouts. After those first 3 games telecast on AT&T, we'll have a little gap until the Venezuela game. That ball all the way to center field and playable for the final out of the game. Kennedy Corona, the young 20-year-old outfielder, puts it away, and that's an Astros victory in the opener of the 23 Grapefruit League season. 4-2. The final score. Blummer, a lot of guys that didn't start the game ended up being heroes for the Astros today.
Yeah, it's kind of the theme of spring training for the Houston Astros is we know who's going to be on this roster, but here in spring training, late in games, you can